Can't we get the audacity to tell me that my grandma can't stay here when we got 3 bedrooms?
Why are you recording me?
Because I want to show my family this. This is crazy.
Show your family?
Yeah, you started.
This video is getting everybody talking. We need to talk about it because I feel like this is a very important discourse we should have. Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a video of a man who walked up to his wife with a camera in his hand, asking his wife that, you know what, his grandma has to move to their house. And the wife was like, you know what, your grandma is not coming to this house. I'm not going to look after your grandma. Just take your grandma to the nursing home or something, but don't put that on me. Guys, I need you guys to see this video because this video is really long. So just go grab something to eat and chill because
y'all gotta see this video.
Hey, can't we get the audacity to tell me that my grandma can't stay here when we got 3 bedrooms?
Why are you recording me?
Because I want to show my family this. This is crazy.
Show your family?
Yeah, but you trying to make it seem like my grandma can't stay here, but we got a whole loft that she can stay in.
We
Our
already
kids
talked
can stay.
about this. Your grandmother is not staying here.
She
We
is
do not
staying.
have enough room.
Take that stuff out the loft, all the extra boxes we got. That can go into the garage somewhere. I got the
storage.
No, I get her bed and put her bed there. She's good. All she needs is a little bit of time. So wherever you get some time.
A little bit of time, or is she gonna be staying?
She's gonna be staying. My grandmom is staying.
No, she's not staying.
She's staying. Yes, she is. She's staying here. Hey, look.
We don't have enough room.
It's not but this is my family here, okay? So I'm gonna
your family.
Get
so
that clear.
You need to take care of your family. She needs to be staying in
And
the
you
nursing
need to take care
home.
of our family. My family
yes,
is
I do take care of our family.
Okay, no, you take care of the immediate family, the kids. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I
but
do.
Our grandma needs to stay here too. All you need to listen. This is what my mom told me. All she need to do. This is her routine. All she need to do is we wake up in the morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, fix her breakfast.
I don't care about your grandmother's schedule. You need to put
I'm gonna tell you her schedule because
when
I go to work, you taking care of her. Listen. At 8 o'clock
how
in the morning,
you gonna tell me what I'm gonna do when you go to work? Like I don't have no job. Like I don't have no life. Like, no, I'm not doing that. She's not staying here. That room is staying storage.
Can you hear me say now?
I'm not gonna hear. What is that? If you cared about your grandmother like you said you do, you gonna put her in a certified home.
I don't got listen.
Nobody got time for that.
You got time for that. Why you look at you right now watching TV? What? No,
I'm watching TV because I'm chilling. I'm not at work right now. I'm resting. Can I rest?
Right now, what you can
in my time of rest, you gonna come up the stairs, you gonna bring this camera in my face.
Yeah,
because
because you know what you can be doing? You can give her meds, put her to bed. All she needs is a little bit of care. She sit down and watch Family Feud all day. All she needs is
to give up my life so I can take care of your grandmama.
What you like?
What are you doing for your grandmama?
I do a lot for her.
Since you care so much, quit your job.
Then where you gonna live?
I'll go to work.
How about
you can stay here and you can wipe your grandmother because I'm not doing it.
Okay, see what's all that? Listen, tell me that. This is my family here, so you gotta respect that. You respect that. You respect me.
You want me to respect your grandmother, but you don't even respect me. You come up in here, you yelling, you screaming, you telling me I gotta take care of her. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I don't have to.
But listen, this is your husband's grandma. So listen, I'm asking you to have some respect.
I really want to hear this. Listen, your grandmother is not staying here. Like I said, I put my foot down. That room is gonna stay occupied whether they're there or not. I got a family to take care of. I gotta take care of you. I gotta take care of the twins. I gotta take care of your grandma too. I gotta feed her. I gotta give her meds. I'm not doing all of that. I'm not doing all that. And on top of working the job that I already have. Are you out of your mind?
Listen.
You didn't even think this through before you came up here.
But all she do is watch Family Feud.
Okay, and she can sit in a nursing home with her applesauce and watch Family Feud because I'm not doing it.
When our kids get ready for school, all she needs is give her meds. She take a couple meds in the morning.
Why can't you do this? Why are you making this such a big deal?
Because you're the woman. You're supposed to.
Okay, so and what you gonna do if I say no?
You the nurse.
And what you gonna do if I say no?
Then we have a problem.
Okay, I guess we got a problem then. So what you gonna do about it? Because I said no.
You don't see. So what happened when you get older and you don't you want something like don't you believe in karma?
When I get older, I'm gonna save enough so that I can take care of my.
Well, I'm not taking her to a nursing home. I'll tell you that right now.
You're going to take her to a nursing home because she's not coming up in here.
Oh, yes, she is.
No, she didn't. I will back her out here because she's not staying in here.
I want to talk to my mom.
Like I said, she's not staying here. Go ahead and call your grandma. Tell her to go ahead, pack it up.
$7,000.
You ain't coming here. I'm sorry. You want to figure something else out.
And I watch those commercials talking about nursing home people malnourished with bed sores and stuff like that. My grandma ain't staying here.
Okay, didn't nobody say you had to get a one-star nursing home? Go find something better. I'm not doing this. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Hey. All I know is I went down to the one nurse home down there. I'm not taking my grandma to the nurse home. We need to keep her hair. She's better hair. She's more relaxed hair. Just get up in the morning. We give her medicine. Give her her dentures in. Give her her food. That's all you gotta do. She don't make too much. She will tell you when she gotta go to the restroom. It's no big deal. You make this out of a big deal. You took care of kids.
Do I look like ring a bell and I'm supposed to take your grandmother to the bathroom every time? Supposed to rub her up with lotion? Supposed to give her meds? Supposed to feed her?
But you love
I'm
me,
not
you love my
doing this.
grandma.
You don't understand how much responsibility that takes. And I'm already stressed out. I'm not doing that. You have to figure something else out. I
did figure out.
You got to figure something else out.
Hey man, I got this. You got to do some extra work. Are you sitting there?
I'm not doing no extra nothing.
You sitting there watching TV,
and I'm gonna continue to sit here and watch my TV.
You want to do
nothing? And I'm
enjoy
my shows.
All right. Well, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, figure it out.
She's coming here. I'll tell you that right now.
She's not coming here.
Oh, yes,
and if she comes in here, you're not going to have no wife. I'll tell you that much.
Whoa. Now that shots fired.
Yeah, shots fired.
So really? So now it's going to be about a marriage now.
I'm not, look, you're going to have to, you know what? How about this? You and your grandma can go get a house and live together. How about that?
Man, you tripping.
Let me know your thoughts about that video down in the comment section. This got everybody talking. Everybody was reacting to this, and a lot of this reaction was really lengthy. So let's go hear what other people have to say. So like I said before, just grab something to eat, because people were giving detail and really, like, a lot of people were taking this video very personal and they were giving their own opinion on this.
How about this? You and your grandma can go get a house and live together. How about that?
Man,
You know, there's something that's in all of the vows that tends to go overlooked, and that is forsaking all others. That means mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, even grandma. Okay? Nobody should come between you and your spouse. And the wife has already made it clear it's going to be a problem if you bring your grandma in here. Now, the wife didn't marry the grandma, she married you. And just because she loves and respects them doesn't mean she wants anybody in her home. As a woman myself, I know that I'm the queen of this castle. I don't want anybody else in here trying to run anything. This is my house. And if he feels so adamant about it, like, why don't he try to find her a good setup? You don't even want to bring your grandma into a hostile environment where one person doesn't even want her there. Like, I feel like it's incredibly selfish, and it's also incredibly reductive of him to make it seem like it's no big deal. You're just taking care of my grandma. Making sure that she eats, that she's bathed, that she's clothed, that she's fed. Like, taking care of another grown person when you are solely responsible for their survival is a lot of work. It's 24/7 care. It's the reason why, people actually pay people to do this. It's a real job to take care of somebody, make sure they get their meds, all of that. For him to make it seem like that's all you got to do. Like, she don't have anything else going on in her life. Like she said, I got a full-time job. I take care of you and the twins. Like, I just feel like it's so selfish of him to expect her to put her life on hold to take care of his grandmother and sign up for a responsibility that she didn't sign up for. She didn't marry the grandma. She married you. And where are the rest of the family members? How does it come all the way down to the grandson to be responsible for grandma? Where are her other children? Like he said in his video, my mama said all she got to do is watch Family Feud all day. Why don't the mama take her in? Like, why is everybody avoiding grandma? What do they know that you don't? No. It's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of work. And I totally agree with her that I wouldn't want that either. You're not talking about somebody staying with you for a couple of months so they get on your feet, or staying with you for a specific or limited amount of time. You're talking about indefinitely? Oh no. Every move you make is now going to be altered by the fact that you have this person who is so dependent on you in your home. When you take vacations, if you can go to dinner, if you can leave them on their own, like, it's a lot of work. And he don't want to do any of it and just want to put it on her plate talking about you a woman. What does that mean? Like, some people think that being a woman means, did you think you bought her? Like, do you think when you married her that you bought yourself a slave? He says in his video, oh yeah, you take care of me, you take care of the kids, but he brushes it off like it's not much. What? That's a lot of work for somebody to do and have a full-time job. And any bit of free time that she has left, you want her to soak that up with taking care of your grandma? She can't even just relax. So the wife already admitted in the video that she's already stressed and overwhelmed, just taking care of her own husband and her own twins and having a full-time job. The nerve to want to throw another dynamic in on her. Like, do you want every single hour of her day to be all about in service to somebody else? can she have any time to herself? It's incredibly selfish of him to even propose this to her. Like, who else can take care of grandma? Because it ain't going to be her. Like, she made it clear. And I'm telling you, like she said, why don't you and the grandma get a house? And I don't blame her. They also say in the vows, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. That means don't let nobody come between you and your spouse. That includes grandma.
Take care of you. I gotta take care of the twins. I gotta take care of your grandma too. I gotta feed her.
Okay, you need to go back and watch that video. This is an issue that happens very often with a lot of relationships, and I think it's a really good premarital discussion. So just to give you a quick synopsis, basically he wants his grandmother to move into the house with his wife and kids. And he wants her, the wife, to take care of the grandmother, take her to the bathroom, give her her meds, cook for her, feed her and all that stuff. While the same wife has to take care of the kids, take care of him, and also work a full-time job. And I guess what prompted this discussion is because he went to the nursing home and he just didn't like the conditions. And I guess he just was like, nah, I'm not going to leave my grandmother here to sit up in any bed and just get bed sores. Now, let me tell you something. When you meet someone and you get to a point where you want to get married, forget about the beautiful wedding and the reception, all those wonderful things that comes with getting married. These are the topics you need to discuss prior to getting married. What happens to your parents or grandparents when they get to a point that they need care? Are you going to bring them into your household regardless of what your partner thinks? And what does your partner think? Do you take that into consideration, or do you think that it's a natural, automatic thing for your partner to just move in their parent? I knew someone that happened to once. My client had a newborn baby, had a partner who wanted to move their terminal ill parent in with her simply because she had the room for it. And there was also some medical care nearby that was going to be easily accessible from her home. And it was very overwhelming for my client because she was going to school full time, working full time, had a newborn. I mean, it was just exhausting. And there's no way that she would have been able to take on a terminally ill person in her household that needs 24/7 care. I knew another person that took in their parent as well. This parent was not ill, was not elderly and unable to take care of themselves. They were just homeless, not homeless because they're incompetent, but because they just choose to the previous woman that he was with was sick and tired of taking care of him for over 20 years and was just like, all right, I'm casting you out. And so the daughter took him in. That's what happened. And this woman was newly married, had a house that they just bought. And you know how it is with you and your boo in your new house. You want to be able to walk around in your underwear, do different things that you wouldn't typically do in front of people. They couldn't do that. So moral of the story is this. Have you had that discussion with your partner? Do you know what the plan is if your parents or grandparents are ill and need 24/7 care?
They tell me that my grandma can't stay here when we got 3 bedrooms.
Why are you?
Oh my goodness, go watch that video. Okay. This drives me crazy. This expectation that women are the caretakers of all the people. That they are 100% responsible for the children and all the work that entails. And then also extended family and the elderly. And whoever else that the man deems should be taken care of. That's the responsibility of the wife. All of these people who complain that grandparents aren't helping with the children don't mean grandparents, they mean grandmothers. And all of these people who are upset that their wife, like this guy, won't take care of his grandmother, they think that's just a woman's job, to take care of all the people. And I absolutely would put my foot down in this situation, and he would be wifeless real quick. Grandma wouldn't have anywhere to stay because I'd be gone. The house would have to be sold because we'd split the assets and I'd be done. And then he'd have to pay child support, and then he'd have to figure out how to take care of grandma himself. There is no responsibility for anyone to take care of the elderly grandmother of their husband or the parents of their husband. There really isn't any responsibility to take care of their own parents, but that's a choice they have to make. It's up to them. I wonder how he would feel if she came in and said, "You're going to take care of my grandma. You're going to give my grandmother meds and take her to the bathroom, put her to bed, get her up in the morning and do all the work around my grandmother." I wonder how he'd feel. Absolutely. And he says she has the audacity not to take care of his grandma. The audacity that he has. Holy jeez. Anyway, I am so angry about this expectation that women are the caretakers of every single person a man puts in front of them. It's just ridiculous. She probably should anyway. She should just leave him anyway. She should. She really should. He's useless. He obviously isn't going to take care of his grandmother himself. And I would imagine that if she ever got sick and needed some care, he wouldn't be the one taking care of them. He'd be looking around for the next woman to lay that burden on. Oh, horrible man. Horrible man.
Y'all gotta see this video.
Hey, can't we get the audacity to tell me that my grandma can't stay here when we...
I needed to pause this video because I wanted to make a very, very, very important comment. I know to some people it might seem like it's just get grandma up and hand her her meds and give her her breakfast and that's it. And walk away and grandma's good to go. But unless you've worked in the nursing field and you've dealt with the elderly, you have no idea what they're talking about. Like, I mean, zero. I was a certified nurse's assistant for 10 years. Trust me, I don't give a if your mammy worked in the field. You don't know. I side with this woman 100%. Number one, it is not my obligation to take care of your family. Number two, it is definitely not my business to take care of your extended family. I don't want to make this about me, but I can only imagine what the rest of her relationship is like. As he told her or commanded of her to add on more to her plate to deal with while he goes to work. But let's run it back to grandma. Now, maybe grandma is alert and oriented, but I'm going to say she's probably not, because girlfriend ain't having none of it. Send her to a certified nurse's home, she says. So that tells me grandma's probably A&O, A&O1, maybe A&O2, which most likely means grandma suffers from dementia, Alzheimer's, sundowners. Some of y'all know a couple of those words, but you really don't know the gravity of those words. You see, because whenever you get grandma up, grandma's no longer mobile. Grandma does not stand. Grandma needs a bedside potty. Giving her her meds might take you an hour because she's fighting you, because she thinks you're the devil and you're trying to kill her. Yeah. Trying to feed her breakfast might take 3 hours because she don't want that. She don't want that. She don't want that. It's nasty. And the woman that ate it every day of the last 20 years of her life. If you don't know what it is like to deal with the elderly, you should never, ever, ever put this on to anyone unless you yourself are willing to pick up the bulk of the work. Hey man, his grandma be on the corner. I got 10 years of experience. Kiss my ass.
Y'all gotta see this video.
Hey, can't we get the audacity to tell me that my grandma can't stay here?
Alright, let's bring this down to brass tacks, because this is just honestly really stupid. When it comes down to it, every living human being is an autonomous, thinking, conscious person of their own right. No one is beholden to another person. No one is born into service. That doesn't exist. That is an egotistical creation of mankind to take control of others for the sake of an inferiority-superiority complex that is a bunch of from primitive times that continues to persist to this day. Now, when it comes down to it, just because you biologically created a human being doesn't mean that that human being is beholden to you like some tool or an insurance plan that you have somebody to take care of you as you get older and were not responsible enough to plan for the end of your life. They are not responsible for where your life goes. They are responsible for their own lives, for they are their own beings. They are your children. They are not your tools. So when it comes down to it, if someone does not want you living there, just because you are their parent, just because you are related to them, does not mean they are entitled to you saying yes. All right? Kindness is one thing. But there are boundaries, and you are allowed to say what your boundaries are and uphold them. It doesn't matter what cruelty that may seem like, because it's even crueler to expect someone to live their life for you.
She can stay in.
We
Our
already
kids
talked
can
about
stay.
this. Your grandmother is not staying here.
She
We
is
do not
staying.
have
She
enough.
is.
Please go watch the whole video. And I really wanted to talk on this because I think there's two things, major things I wanted to press on here. One, how dare you put this responsibility on your wife? Where's your mother? Where's the children of your grandmother? And if this is so much what you want, then you take care of your grandmother, not your wife. The audacity for him to make it seem like, well, it's so simple. All you got to do is this and this and that. Yeah, but you add in more to the plate of the woman who's already bearing enough. Stop. Again, where is this woman's children? Which brings me to my next point. We are horrible as a culture. I'm going to go towards Americans in general, but I'm going to lean on people of color because I am a colored woman, that we do not take care of our elderly. We don't. Asians got us beat. Hispanics got us beat. In this country, our elderly are not respected or taken care of at all. And in addition, we don't plan for death. We just struggle through living life. So we don't really think that far. What I do understand is this man's worry about bringing and putting his elderly grandmother in a home. And it's a risk that anyone takes when they're in an elderly home, because not all nursing homes are good. They're not. Now think about it. If you were this elderly woman, you have children, and your children are pawning you off on other family or just throwing you in a facility, and this woman done took care of you, did so much to rear you, and she's a burden on you now. This is what we do to our elderly. But it's not that woman's responsibility. That is that man's grandmother. And he and his family are responsible to figure out the care for her, not pass the buck onto his wife. She's got enough to deal with. We need to do better in this country, and we need to do better as, POC. Take care of our elderly. That's what we have to do.
Please go ahead and share your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. Love to know what you think about this, because hey, that's what we do here. We have conversation. So go ahead and share your thoughts down in the comment section. Okay, but please do it respectfully. You don't have to disrespect anybody for you to air your opinion. Okay? So, like you guys know, I would say a lot. Some of you guys don't know. I am married, and I've been married for like 10 years. Yeah, August it will be 10 years. So I think on the married spectrum, I can really talk about this and what I really think about family members coming to stay, and especially taking care of the elderly, because that's where a lot of people are taking this to. Like saying, you know what, it's the time for younger people to take care of the elderly and all that. So first off, this is what, if I was to be that woman, I would not take in his grandmom. Like the other sister said, where are the grandmom's children? Where is this man's mom or dad and his aunt and uncle? Where are they? Why is he the one taking up the grandmom responsibility? Okay, let's just say, okay, you're close to your grandmom, she's the best thing that has ever happened to you. Why are you pushing the whole responsibility to your wife and making it seem like, oh, it's just to give her drugs, just and this woman already have her own job, and this is where I really like what the woman did, where she put her foot down to say, you know what, this is what I do. I cannot take in any more thing into my plate anymore. Like, enough is enough. She's taking care of the home, she's taking care of their kids, she's taking care of him, and now he feels like, what's there? You can take care of my grandmom. For me, this is where I feel like some men are so not grounded to know how much and how long and how exhausting it is for a woman to take care of a home as a whole. Then let's about take care of an elderly. This is bring me to the point where when we have this conversation here on my channel, I always say that, you know what, be very cautious about even having kids, because it does not guarantee that this kid is going to be there for you. Because just imagine in this man's situation, is the grandson now that is negotiating how he's going to take care of his grandma. Here in Africa, this is a thing. If your mom, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, they have the right to move their team. If your spouse say, okay, they can come, they will come. And they don't even need your permission. And you will take care of them, even if you're working another. And for me, this is why I feel like a lot of African parents, see, I said it before on my channel, see their children as a retirement plan. And this makes them subconsciously not to plan about their old age. Just like the sister said, black is a thing for black people. We really don't plan death. Even though death was the only thing that was promised and guaranteed to us when we came into this earth living, like we all know we're going to die. This is one thing I would say, especially as black people, especially as Africans. Let me talk about Africans. We don't plan enough for death and even our old age, because there's just this notion that, oh, my children will take care of me. I don't have to put things in place. I don't have to do things. I don't have to consciously plan my old age when I cannot look after myself anymore. What do I do? Who will look after me? A lot of parents, a lot of older people they don't think about this. Even a lot of us now that are young, we're still hustling, we're not thinking about this, like, oh, how is our old age? When we get into the elderly, who is going to take care of us? How are we going to do? Did you keep some finance aside? What are your plans? Do you want to be in a home? We don't think about that. And I feel like this type of conversation is where, like, I feel like this generation, especially the millennials, we start thinking about this, because what are we again, like 40s? Okay, so whether you like it or not, we'll get into the elderly and we have to start thinking about this. Mind you, I'm not saying that you should not take care of your family. If you want to take care of your family or your elderly, it should be on you. It should be a responsibility that you are taking upon yourself. But to put it on your spouse, to say, okay, you have to, for me, this is so unfair. Like, you don't do that. It's very unfair for you to do that, because this person has their own life, have their own vision, the way they see, the way they want their life. And this is, even though in Africa they say when you marry into a family, when they marry you, they marry into a family, it's usually the woman. Everything just falls down back to the woman. For me, this is where I will stand my foot down, and I am in support of this woman. Put your foot down. You can't take enough into the plate. You're still working. You're paying bills just like him. So why is he putting more on your plate? Why is he not taking off your plate? You get it? Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. I'd love to know what you think about this whole conversation. So go ahead down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Because, hey, that's what we do here. We have conversations. So feel free. Go share your opinion. Please, please, please give this video a big thumbs up. Smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content, and that will be you supporting your girl. With that all said, guys, please share this video with somebody that you want to be part of this conversation. Like I said before, that's what we do. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.